Franklin, Tennessee is postcard pretty, a little town with southern charm, historic hideaways, and streets lined with flowers. In fact, flowers are everywhere, a perfect complement to pristine lawns that seem to accompany almost every house in town. But you might be surprised to learn that some of the prettiest flowers growing in Franklin are at the police department. Not down here, but up on that roof. That's right, this batch of blossoms, this congregation of color, can be found growing in just 4 inches of soil, 3 stories high.
It's pretty amazing. There's not many plants that will do well in 4 inches of soil, especially up on a roof.
These are no ordinary garden store variety plants. They're tough, beautiful, and all native to Tennessee.
There's almost 20,000 native plants on this roof, and it's one of the largest all-native green roofs in the whole United States. A plant that's just getting ready to open up is a blazing star.
Mike Berkeley knows a few things about the natives.
Those plants that she's planting right now, that's called the Gattinger's Blue Star, and doesn't grow anywhere else but in the state of Tennessee. It will get as tall as those grasses, big, bushy.
His company, Grow Wild Inc., is responsible for all this rooftop greenery.
The idea was to have seasonal color. Here in the fall, we've got the pink muley grass in full bloom giving it a show. In the spring, we'll have verbena, we'll have a beard tongue blooming, there'll be pinks, a lot of the pastels. Then we get into some of the warmer colors. There will be, right on in through the summer, constant color where things are switching in and out.
For Mike, these plants are kind of like his children, so it's really hard for him to pick a favorite. But when it comes right down to it,
it's hard not to say Tennessee coneflower. It doesn't grow anywhere else in the whole world except for right outside of Nashville in the Cedar Glades. So it's truly a Tennessee native. And it's a beautiful thing, and it has outperformed almost every other flowering plant that we've used on a green roof. This is called the limestone fameflower or glade fameflower, and you can pass this around. You can feel it's very succulent. That's almost like a sedum in the fact that it does hold its water in there. This grows out in the Cedar Glade area in Middle Tennessee.
Today, Mike is touring the Stones River Garden Club.
Ooh, that smells great. Oh, it does. That's good.
This is amazing that we have this in our area. It needs to be shown more to more people. And maybe this can, start a whole new trend, have a smaller carbon footprint on this earth. And I think, giving back, kind of reclaiming some of our native plants is good for this area, good for the environment.
Yes, this green roof is more than just a pretty face. It's got some environmental muscle.
A green roof, just by covering the roof and protecting it from the UV rays and something called thermal shock, where you get freeze-thaw cycles, you can extend the life of a roof by 3 times.
Which means you're not tearing off the roof and throwing it in a landfill as much. A green roof also helps limit stormwater runoff, adds extra insulation, and keeps the rooftop cooler in the summer.
So with a conventional black roof, the temperature of the roof can rise to 170 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of the summer. And a green roof is typically only about 5 to 10 degrees above the outside air temperature. If you have an air handling system on a roof, you can see huge savings.
We get butterflies coming in, landing on the Tennessee coneflower. We've had goldfinch up here feeding off the seed heads of the Tennessee coneflower and the grasses. So it's a habitat.
Green roofs aren't a big mystery. Take a conventional roof, add some protective layers, an irrigation system, soil, plants, and presto, you've got a green roof. But all those layers have to work together perfectly.
So it's really important to have the right contractors on your job and to have it designed correctly, or it can be a nightmare down the road.
That's why working with an experienced team, like Houston and Mike, is the best way to transform a roof from blah to beautiful.
10 or 15 years ago, I wouldn't have dreamt that it would have taken off like it has. It has so many benefits. We have to do something to start mitigating all the things that are happening to the planet. And this is a very, very easy way to do it and take back some of the space that we've consumed.
It's beautiful. And when you're up here in the fall on a sunny day and the breeze is blowing, these grasses are just dancing. In a couple of years, this will be a total coverage of green. It'll look like a prairie.
Prairie in the Sky sounds like a song we could all sing, or put one on your roof and have a prairie home companion. The bottom line is more green, and all those other colors sure seem to beat the alternative. I'm Ken Tucker on Tennessee's Wild Side.